And when in doubt, just try to untangle some, pinch at the base, and pull. So I started the video of this mint plant probably about a week or two ago, but I had a hurt hand, so I wanted to wait to finish the video with the transplanting until my until my hand was somewhat healed-ish and it's somewhat usable. So okay, this is what the mint has done in just the past couple weeks. You can tell if you look at the leaves, it really needs some nutrition, it needs some love. Look at that. That is not a happy mint plant. Look at those leaves. I'm not happy about this. You could see the variation, how it's yellow there and green there. It's not supposed to do that. Hopefully in the other video I did, you can see the healthy leaves that I pointed out. Here's some healthy leaves. Solid green, no variation of yellowing on it. Underneath, I don't want to pull at it too much, but underneath you can see some of the purple. This is a chocolate mint plant, if I hadn't mentioned that before, so it has a lot of purple under the leaves. Again, this one is very beautiful still. I love that one, but the mint plant is giving this vine a lot of energy. And you can see how long it is. Both of these. This is ridiculous. This needs to get taken out. So hopefully I can beat the rain. Hopefully. Okay, so I have my mint plant here. Again, you can see how it's just kind of trying to take over and go everywhere. Alright, I got some different kinds of potting soil. Of course, they all just say like potting soil and garden soil. This one you can tell is very dry, bits of stick, a little bit of perlite. Okay. This one, more moist, more composted. Feels like it's got a lot of like peat moss and stuff in it though. Just finally down. And then we got our perlite. We got used, very dirty containers here. They got some big ol' holes in the bottom. Now mint likes to stay fairly moist, but you know, like any plant, it also likes to drain. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take some leaves. I just have azalea leaves. Got my big azalea bushes back here. Take some leaves, just put them inside so that there's a fairly good covering. That's about the covering I have of leaves. You can see some spaces through, but it's fairly well covered. Alright, now the next step that I'm going to do is I'm going to put some just sand, dirt from my yard. I live in Florida, so we have a lot of sand. I'm going to put some of that down in the bottom first. We got, I'd say about halfway up inside the pot is sand. Okay, same on that one, about halfway up inside the pot. Now we are going to put in some of the garden soil that is moister and feels smaller, like smaller bits. And the reason why you want to do this instead of just filling the whole thing up is because, of course, in nature, we don't have just one type of dirt all through the ground. We have clay, we have sand and rocks and decomposing material. And then on top, we got, you know, in good places, we have a little bit of layer of mulch of leaves and sticks on top. So we need to try to recreate that instead of just having a perfectly manicured kind of dirt. Now to that, we're gonna add a little pinch of perlite, not very much. And we're gonna add about a handful of the dirt that is more just kind of bits of sticks. And that had a little bit of perlite in it too, remember, so we didn't need to add too much of the separate perlite. Now we're just going to mix it a bit. Don't mix it all the way down. You want the sand mixed some, but you do want to leave a layer of sand in the bottom. Okay, so we got down in here, you can see the roots. You can see the vines that are trying to come out. Hopefully I have this in frame. We're just going to reach in. This one is going to need to come out too. We're just going to take this one first. You can see this root trying to come out. This will end up being one of these. You see all the roots it has with it. We're just going to grab it right at the base, as close to the plant as we can get it. And we are going to just rip her on off. Actually, we got to untangle. It has a whole plant that it's trying to come with it. Okay. Reach in there. Come on, baby. And there you go. So we can see, looking at this closely, now this one was a bit mature to have been left in there. This plant was trying to grow its own little other root thing. This was coming off of this, not off of the main plant. So we can see when this became a vine, it got its own little root system. We have, see, like something like that can be planted and it will grow. It has some roots to it. This part will turn into the vine. Okay, and then like I said, like it has that trying to grow. It had some leaves growing off this part. Alright, so we're going to take this and we're going to plant this. So we take it and just right in the top, just nestle it in there like that, and then we're going to put on top the soil that is the moister, tinier bits. And try to cover up the roots, but try to leave the vines and branches that are coming out exposed. Which can be a little bit difficult, especially with how this one's trying to grow. Okay, and then on top of that, when you get a good layer, you're going to add some of the bigger chunk dirt. And then if you want, you can water it, or you can go ahead and put more leaves on top of it and then water it later. But you want to make sure when you're watering it that you watch it and you are patient with it, because the water will run off the leaves and spill out of the pot instead of soaking into the dirt. But the reason why we do this is because, especially in the Florida heat and sun, it keeps the sun from zapping all of the moisture and all of the nutrients right on out of that pot. It also can protect the plant some from getting too irradiated by the sun. Plants will sometimes have a lot of issues getting too much sun. They're just flying over again, of course. All right, let's do another one. Okay. See if we can get this one out, and then I'll show you how to make it so that these little babies grow more up and less out. Alright, so we can see down in here, it's connected fairly well there. It's got some other little baby vines trying to grow over it. This might take some finessing. This is why you don't wait. Oh, look at that one. Ow, this is hurting my hand. Okay. Yep, this one, just like the other one, it has a whole system itself. You really just gotta feel. And when in doubt, just try to untangle some Pinch at the base and pull. If it's big like this, even if it has a small root system, you can see I broke off a whole bunch of roots off of that because I couldn't get them out. This will still grow. It still has a root there, it's still gonna grow. Especially if you do this. You see how long this thing is? This whole thing probably won't be able to be supported by that little root, and you don't want it to grow long like this, you want it to grow up. So what we're gonna do is right at the top here, by a couple leaves, we're just gonna pinch it off and then plant it like that. It's better to do that with sterilized scissors and whatnot if you want to be fancy, but oh, look how much happier. Oh, okie dokie, and some leaves on top. Lovely. Okay, so I'm going to go through this and get all of the other ones out that I can, and then I'll show you how disheveled it looks when I'm done and how many I got off of here. Okay, so then this should be the end result. Not a lot of little vines going all over the place. I still got the tag in there. See, it looks a little bit disheveled, a little bit unhappy. It'll get happy again in the next few days. I've actually realized this is 2 plants that were planted in one pot. I got this, I don't even know when, a few months ago now, from Walmart. This is a Bonnie chocolate mint. I've already transplanted this once from a small pot. It was smaller than this when I got it into this thing, and that was just a few months ago, and it's given me at least 11 babies so far. Oh, and 2 I have planted in the yard, so 13 at least. And then plus these 2. I lost count. Alright, so thanks for watching the video, and I guess that's it.